High-impact trauma such as car crashes can shatter both leg bones and simultaneously tear nearby knee ligaments. Severe bleeding and swelling inside tight muscle compartments trap pressure, cutting off vital blood flow. In osteoporotic bone, even low-energy trauma may result in a tibial fracture. Without proper stabilization and alignment, displaced fracture fragments can lead to deformity, limb shortening, and impaired function. Introducing the Auxein Konzept Tibia nail, an advanced intramedullary fixation system engineered to provide stable and reliable fixation for a wide range of tibial fractures. Designed with versatile locking options and a streamlined surgical approach, the Konzept Tibia nail supports effective fracture stabilization while addressing the complexities of tibial trauma. Konzept Tibia nail. Engineered for stability. Designed for confidence. Built-in axial compression draws fragments together to accelerate healing. Available in sterile, S, and non-sterile versions of both titanium, Ti, and stainless steel. Diameter varies from 8 mm to 12 mm, whereas length varies from 270 mm to 390 mm in 15 mm increments. Position patient supine on radiolucent table with abduct injured leg at 10 to 20 degrees and the knee flex to 80 to 90 degrees. Make longitudinal incision from lower patella pole to medial tibial tuberosity. Place 2.5 mm K-wire along mid-medullary axis at anterior tibial tuberosity. Drill the K-wire to create an opening down to the intramedullary canal. Use a curved awl over the K-wire to create an 8 mm opening for the nail head. Retrieve the curved awl and K-wire. Use the guide rod handle to insert the 2.5 mm guide rod into the intramedullary canal. Use the nail length measuring device over the guide rod to determine the required nail length. Retrieve the measuring device. Insert the 8/400 mm Teflon pipe guide in the intramedullary canal over the guide rod. Retrieve the guide rod and insert the ball tip guide wire. Retrieve the Teflon pipe guide. Use the appropriate reamer head with flexible reaming shaft over the guide wire to ream the intramedullary canal. Retrieve the flexible reaming shaft. Align the nail with targeter arm B by matching the grooves and secure with the M8 connecting screw. Tighten the connecting screw using the S8 universal wrench to fix the nail. Align and attach targeter arm B to distal targeter D by screwing in the screw, matching the corresponding side markers. Unlock the slider on distal targeter D and insert the 9/4.5 mm set blocks through the slider holes until they reach the nail holes. Lock the slider's horizontal and vertical movement using a 3.5 mm hex screwdriver until the set blocks move freely. Retrieve the set blocks and distal targeter D. Insert the nail assembly over the guide wire. Attach the impactor extractor rod to targeter arm B. Strike the impactor extractor rod with the mallet to advance the nail 5 to 7 mm into the bone. Remove the impactor extractor rod, mallet, and guide wire. Reattach distal targeter D to targeter arm B. Insert the 9/6.5 mm protective guide with the 6.5 mm trocar into the dynamic hole of the slider. Tap the trocar and retrieve it. Insert the 6.5/3.5 mm drill guide into the protective guide. Drill a bicortical hole through the drill guide using the 3.5 mm drill. Retrieve the drill and drill guide. Measure the required screw length using the depth gauge through the protective guide. Note the measurement and retrieve the depth gauge. Using the 3.5 mm hex screwdriver, insert the appropriately sized 4.5 mm locking bolt through the protective guide. Retrieve the screwdriver and protective guide after placing the locking bolt. Repeat the procedure to insert a locking bolt in the distal hole of the slider. After securing the distal locking bolts, unscrew and retrieve the distal targeter D. Attach targeter B to targeter arm B and secure with the screw. Repeat the locking bolt insertion procedure for the compression hole on targeter B, marked COMPR. Using the 3.5 mm hex screwdriver, insert the compression screw instrument through targeter arm B into the nail head to achieve fracture reduction and retrieve it. Repeat the locking bolt insertion procedure for the distal static hole of targeter B. Use S8 universal wrench retrieve the connecting screw and targeter arm B. Use 3.5 mm hex screwdriver to insert the compression screw for interlocking cannulated tibia nail implant through the head of the nail. In case of proximal tibia fractures, follow the same step up until insertion of compression screw for interlocking cannulated tibia nail. Repeat the locking bolt insertion procedure for the proximal static hole of targeter B. Attach the reconstruction targeter to targeter B by aligning the groove and securing with the screw. Repeat the locking bolt insertion through the reconstruction targeter to fix the bone fragment in its anatomical position. Unscrew and retrieve the reconstruction targeter. Unscrew and retrieve the targeter B. Position targeter D with the 7 mm short trocar at the distal tibia to fix the distal bone fragments. Confirm the placement and trajectory of targeter D under fluoroscopy. Tap and retrieve the short trocar while keeping targeter D in position. Insert the 7/3.5 mm short drill guide into targeter D. Drill through the short drill guide using the 3.5 mm drill. Retrieve the drill and short drill guide and targeter D. Use the hole depth measuring device to measure the required locking bolt length. Retrieve the hole depth measuring device after taking the measurement. Use the 3.5 mm hex screwdriver to insert the appropriately sized 4.5 mm locking bolt. Retrieve the 3.5 mm hex screwdriver. Repeat the locking bolt insertion procedure for all remaining distal fragment locking holes of the nail using targeter D. Use S8 universal wrench unscrew the connecting screw in order to free the nail from targeter arm B. Fix the end cap using 3.5 mm hex screwdriver once the locking bolt fixation is done. Surgery using Auxein Konzept Tibia nailing system is complete. Post-op, keep incisions dry and use an ice pack regularly to minimize swelling and pain. Start quad sets and ankle pumps immediately to maintain muscle and blood flow. Begin gentle knee bending and straightening early to prevent joint stiffness. Follow your surgeon's weight-bearing limits to protect the nail and bone. Complete physical therapy and avoid high-impact activity until X-rays show full healing.